Hey, I'm Gabby, also known as Señorita Gabita. Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. Today's video is going to be a bit special as I invite you on a journey through my artistic influences and inspiration. And as we explore these themes, I will be creating a corresponding illustration in my brand new sketchbook, allowing you to see my creative process. This video holds particular significance for me as it is dedicated to Hispanic heritage, a fundamental aspect of both my personal life and my artistic expression. Hispanic Heritage Month is a vibrant month-long celebration that honors the rich tapestry of Hispanic and Latino history and culture. Spanning from September 15 to October 15, this period serves as dedicated time to recognize and appreciate the myriad contributions made by Hispanic and Latino communities. These contributions span a wide spectrum, encompassing crucial advocacy work, breathtaking artistic endeavors, and of course delicious culinary traditions and so much more. It's important to note that while we cherish and celebrate Hispanic and Latino communities throughout the year, this particular month carries an extra layer of significance, serving as a focal point for reflection, education, and celebration. While the celebration is primarily observed in the United States, my personal connection to it runs deep. During my childhood years in Peru, I was immersed in many of the cultural elements that Hispanic Heritage Month seeks to highlight. It wasn't until I moved to Germany that I realized the stark contrast in cultural celebration. The absence of this familiar commemoration in my new home was quite striking, and it became one of the driving forces behind my decision to create this video. I saw it as an opportunity to bridge cultures and share a piece of my heritage with my audience here in Germany and around the world as well. As some of you may already know, my background is a beautiful blend of two distinct cultures. I'm proud to state that I am half German and half Peruvian, with my Peruvian heritage coming from my mother's side of the family. Though I was born here in Germany, my life took an exciting turn when I was just a year old. My family made the decision to emigrate to Peru, settling in Lima to be closer to my mother's family. This early immersion in Peruvian culture has profoundly shaped me who I am today, influencing everything from my artistic style to my worldview. And yes, in the following segments of this video, I will delve deeper into this formative experience and how they continue to inspire my art and life philosophy. My childhood in Peru remains a vivid tapestry of memories woven in vibrant colors and rich experience that continue to shape my perspective to this day. In contrast to the more subdued atmosphere of Germany, life in Peru pulsated with an energy and vibrancy that captivated my young imagination. As a child, I was like a sponge, absorbing the myriad impressions that surrounded me, each one leaving an indelible mark on my developing personality. One of the most striking aspects of Peruvian life was the warmth and openness of the people. Their friendliness and welcoming nature created an environment where I felt very embraced by the community, and this sense of belonging and connection has stayed with me, influencing how I interact with others and approach new experience even now. And for several years, our family resided in my grandparents' house, a place that became the backdrop for countless cherished memories. Even now, I can close my eyes and vividly picture every detail of that home. The familiar sense that permeated the air, like for example a mix of home-cooked meals, the fresh laundry, or the fragrance of the flowers from the garden. They transport me back in time whenever I encounter similar aromas. And perhaps my favorite part of our living arrangement was the garden from the house. It was a magical space where my grandmother had lovingly cultivated an array of beautiful flowers and fruit trees, and I spent countless hours in this garden. It became my sanctuary, a place where I could connect with the nature and let my imagination run wild. These early experiences in the garden planted the seeds for my later passion for art and appreciation for the beauty of the natural world. My artistic journey began during our time living with my grandparents, a period that would profoundly shaped my creative path. I spent countless hours immersing in drawing, often sitting side by side with my grandfather. He had a particular fondness with creating very funny comics that chronicled our family's daily life and adventures. And his light-hearted approach to art taught me that creativity could be both a form of expression and a source of joy. While my grandfather focused on capturing our family stories, I found myself drawn to the natural world around me. I spent hours sketching animals and plants that I encountered in our garden and in the neighborhood. This early fascination with nature would later become a recurring theme in my artwork, influencing my style and subject matter. My uncle, he was a professional artist, and he also played a big role in my artistic development. His studio was upstairs in our shared home, and this place was for me like a magical realm that captivated my young imagination. I would often find myself tiptoeing up the stairs, drawn by an irresistible curiosity about his latest creations. The scent of paint and the sight of canvases in various stages of completion created an atmosphere of endless possibility that I found very enchanting. These early experiences provided me with a unique and intimate glimpse into an artist's life, a world of creativity, expression, and constant exploration. Little did I know then that these formative moments will plant the seed for what would eventually become my dream career. The lesson I learned from my grandfather about finding joy in art, my own exploration of nature, and the professional dedication I witnessed in my uncle's studio all combined to shape my artistic vision and aspiration. As I reflect on these memories, I realize how profoundly these early influences have shaped my current artistic practice. The whimsy of my grandfather's comics, the detailed observation of nature from my childhood sketches, and the dedication I saw in my uncle's work, all these elements continue to weave themselves into my art today, creating a rich tapestry that honors my heritage while pushing me towards new creative horizons. The emotions I experience when reflecting on family life in Peru are also what I strive to express in my art. I find joy, security, and affection to be powerful feelings to depict. During my time studying design, Peruvian tradition significantly influences my work as well. The vibrant local cuisine and colorful traditional costumes serve as inspiration for my graduation projects. I have brought this cultural narrative to life in my books that I created at the time. I explore typical Peruvian patterns, colors, and various artistic techniques. One technique involved creating wood printing plates with intricate carvings of different motifs, and I employed this printing method to produce illustrations that served as narrative elements in my books, seamlessly integrating them with my drawings as well. As I previously shared, I spent a significant amount of my childhood immersed in nature. Much of the time was spent in my grandmother's garden, but I also enjoyed the beach. I learned about the incredible diversity of fauna in Peru, ranging from coastal regions to desert, jungle, and the majestic Andes mountains. This experience shaped my perspective of nature. I found the animal kingdom captivating and was fortunate to be surrounded by various animals during my childhood. In addition to dogs, I had a parrot named Selva, who became one of my closest companions. And to this day, I share fond memories of her. The deep affection I received from her in my early years profoundly impacted me and opened my heart to the world of animals. Spending time with Selva taught me the importance of communication and the bonds that can form between humans and animals. Her companionship was a cornerstone of my childhood, offering comfort and delight on both sunny days and during storms. We shared countless adventures, from exploring the nooks and crannies of the garden to simply sitting together under the canopy of stars, her soft feathers brushing against my cheeks as she perched on my shoulder. And as the years went by, my love for animals only grew stronger, and I wanted to learn a lot about the diverse species in our world and about their natural habitats, and to include them also in my art as well. And yes, this is a little bit about my background story from my childhood and how this forms my art journey, or how I create my art. And growing up immersed in a rich tapestry of Hispanic culture has really profoundly influences my worldview. The vibrant tradition, familial bonds, and communal celebration have instilled in me a deep sense of belonging and pride. Each experience, from the joyous rhythms of a fiesta to the quiet of a familiar ritual, has woven itself into, I would say, the fabric of who I am today. These moments have taught me the importance of resilience, community, and the beauty of diversity. They also have encouraged me to approach life with a balance of passion and respect and embracing both my heritage and their shared human experience. This Hispanic heritage shaped my artistic expression. The rich narrative passed down through generations have fueled my storytelling, infusing my work with a sense of history and identity. The colorful aesthetics and rhythmic cadences of my culture resonate in my art, whether through vivid imagery, integrate patterns, or dynamic composition. This heritage has instilled in me a sense of warmth, hospitality, and a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of all people. And this is all what I have to say about this video, and I hope you like the storytelling about my background, about the influences in my art, and maybe you share the same experience. And I would love to read it in the comments down below. How do you express your cultural roots in your daily or creative life? And yes, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumb up, to subscribe, and maybe also to push the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos from me. And until the next one, please stay safe and healthy. Bye bye.